Talk about the trauma in regards to the body.
So the body, remember, so we have the brain, we have what they call the vagus nerve, goes down from the brain, goes down the center of our body, and from that, all of you've seen pictures of the nerves. So,
yeah.
But oftentimes...
You're getting on my nerves.
Yeah, getting on my nerves. So, and if you ask people if they're in the middle of a trauma response, if you ask them where they feel it, you always used to feel it in your shoulders.
Yeah.
Tight, right? So people get tight.
In my back.
People feel it in their back, in their chest.
Or their guts. A lot of women have a lot of stomach issues.
A lot of stomach issues, and in fact, this is one of the reasons why we emotionally eat. We're trying to calm the nerves in our gut. Whole nother story. But and it works really well. But it's not very good for us.
Food.
Yeah, comfort food. But this is the thing. So that's why in trauma work now we can help people learn how to manage what's going on in their body, to practice relaxation techniques, to practice getting centered again or getting present in the moment again. And so that's why there's a lot of help is available for people with trauma.
So if there has been trauma, can that leave someone with like an anxiety disorder?
I think it's a good question. I think because what happens, I mean, you can speak to this too, is like, I can think of many times where people say that I have this radar. Like you're always, people who have been traumatized often are hypervigilant. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. And so they're always on guard. And so if you're always on guard like that, like people might say, "Why are you so uptight? You're always so," and it's because they're
relax.
Yeah, they're at this heightened level of vigilance, so their anxiety is a little higher. Now, the challenge with that, people can get into panic disorders and things because their adrenal gland is pumping that adrenaline into the system. So it's like you've overworked that system.
It's tired.
Yeah, and so it responds quicker than what would be quote unquote normal response. And so yeah, I think it can have a lot to do with it, and over time, I do think anxiety is at some level learned, and that's what makes people more vulnerable. If your parents or your family just had a lot of chaos in it, and there was a lot of anxiety, or maybe one of your parents was very anxious, we kind of learn that's how to manage life. So we're always on the edge, so that makes people vulnerable. It's complicated in one sense, and on the other hand, we're understanding so much more about it, and that you can work through these things. So,
Well, I think that's the topic. We're always open for questions. I mean, at the bottom of the video, please, if you have a question.
Absolutely. And some of the stuff.
Or if you don't want to have your little picture or your face or your name show up there, you could go on our regular website and email us.
Shoot a message.
And then
Facebook, you can message on Facebook too.
Yeah, you can message through Messenger.
And also there's some of the stuff I'm talking about with trauma, and I'm just like scratching the surface. So there's so much information available on trauma and what it does to the body. So I encourage you to research.
So I guess the point is we just want to have conversation. And we want to open up conversation.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about being grabbed or whatever in the office. And that's scratching the surface of what a lot of people.
And like you said in the first video, it's about building hope. That there is hope, that you can, that there's healing, that life can be different and overcome. One of the things I'm constantly telling people and encouraging, look, you've overcome so much. You've overcome.
We're survivors.
And so you're survivors, and so there's just strength to that.
Right.
And something to be that can be used for other areas of your life. Overcomers.
Definitely. I know. I'm definitely in the fight response right now. I'm fighting for you, and I'm fighting for myself, and I'm fighting for us. And so, all right. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thanks for watching again.